Hello everyone, I have come with a new chapter, chapter number 7, Outcomes of Democracy. Before that, we have completed previous chapters and you need to be aware from those all important facts which is necessary here. And this is the last chapter of political science, and before that we have completed all the chapters. And now I am making a series of social science and where we are covering those all very important chapters. It's very necessary to command on these all important content to write your answer perfectly. Although chapters are very lengthy in NCRT, but here we are commanding from Sivdas sample paper where these all very important contents are given here, and you can be able to understand these all things properly from here. So if you have not seen and commanded from that video, so go and revise everything from that video, and you can watch that video and you can understand many facts from there. Also, I have added these all videos in a playlist. These videos are very important to revise and to answer those all important questions. After this, we will keep continue with those all important questions. So let's start first, then we can discuss on these all important facts. Now chapter 7, Outcomes of Democracy. Democracy produces an accountable, responsive, and legitimate government. A democracy is concerned with ensuring that people have the right to choose their rulers and have control over the rulers. When possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in decision making in a democracy. Democracy ensures that decision making is based on norms and procedures. Citizens has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. Thus, democracy entails transparency. For a democracy to the produce an accountable, responsive, and legitimate government, it must ensure the following: regular, free, and fair elections, open public debate on major policies and legislations, citizens' right to be informed about government policies, a government free from corruption. So now next pointer from there. Here. Now there are two conditions necessary for a democracy to achieve a harmonious society. Democracy must fulfill the following two conditions in order to achieve a harmonious society, social life. Number one, majority and minority opinions are not permanent. Democracy is not simply ruled by majority opinion. The majority needs to work with the minority so that government may function to represent the general view. And second, rule by majority does not become rule by the majority community in terms of religion or race or linguistic groups, etc. Democracy remains democracy so long as every citizen has a chance of being in majority at same point of time. No individual should be debarred from the participating in a democracy on the basis of religion, caste, community, creed, and other such factors. Now, here outcomes of democracy. There are the certain things that democracy must provide. So number one, in a democracy people have to have the right to choose their rulers, and people will have control over them whenever possible the necessary. Citizens should be able to participate in decision making that affects them all. Second, it is right to expect democracy to produce a government that follows procedures and is accountable to people. Democratic government develops mechanisms for citizens, regular, free, and fair election, open public debate on major policies and legislations, and citizens' right to information about the government and its functioning. Thus, these factors are very important here. So you need to be aware with these important facts and command on these all things. Uh, so we have done till here functioning. Now we will start from here. Democracy is a better form of government than others, based on the idea of the deliberations and negotiations. Thus the necessary delay in the implementation. Decisions are acceptable to people and are more effective. Next, a citizen has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. There is a transparency. Democratic government is the legitimate government, people's own government. There is an inability of the democracy to achieve higher economic growth, which is the cause of worry. Ability to the handle differences, decisions, and conflicts is a positive point of the democratic regimes. Next, democracy has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and discriminated caste for equal status and equal opportunity. Now, these facts are really very important from here. So, some facts are given on next page. So, we will come on from here. Next, dignity and freedom of citizens are best guaranteed in a democracy. Dignity of women, the dignity of women. What is given there? The one way to ensure that women-related problems get adequate attention and is to have more women as elected representatives. To achieve this, it is legally binding to have a fair proportion of women in the elected bodies. Panchayati Raj in India has reserved one-third seats in the local government bodies for women. In March 2010, the Women's Reservation Bill was passed in the Rajya Sabha, ensuring 33% reservation for women in parliament and state legislative bodies. Now, second point, democracy has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and discriminated caste. When governments are formed, political parties usually take care that representative of the different castes and the tribes find a place in it. Some political parties are known to favor some castes. Democracy provides for equal status and opportunities for all castes. Now, third, democracy transforms people from the status of a subject into that of citizens. A democracy ensures that people will have the right to choose their rulers and people will have control over the rulers. Fourth, a citizen has the right and the means of the examine the process of decision making. There is a transparency of in a democracy like India. In October 2005, the right to information, it's called RTI in short, law was passed which ensures all its citizens the right to get all the information about the functioning of the government departments. Thus, we have completed these chapters, and before that. We have after completing this chapters, it means that we have completed whole chapters from political science. So after completing political science, we have left two sections. So now our next sections will be for geography. Now I will cover those all important chapters from geography, and these all videos will be added in playlist, so you can keep revision from there. And after completing these chapters, the whole chapters of political science is covered here now. And before that, I have completed those all chapters from economics also. So now, which I have already told you that I am making a series of social science where I'm going to cover those all important contents, which is very necessary. And after completing these all four sections, I will come with those all important question, which is very important guest question for board examination as well as in schools examinations, and UT examinations are also given for that. And then I will come with some very important previous year questions, which is very necessary to understand, because before giving any examination we should must be aware with that which kinds of questions are being framed by board members. Understanding of question patterns, understanding of previous year chapters questions, it's very necessary. And as we have discussed in our syllabus that each sections contain 20 marks. So we have total 4 sections, so it means that 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 means total 80 marks is there. So you should must be aware and keep revision, and I will come with a new section and with new chapter. So till then, keep revision.